Hey friends, welcome to Wine and Chat. If you're a new viewer, I'm glad to have you here. If you're not a new viewer, you know we're already a family. Click the subscribe button if you haven't already. On today's episode, I'm going to be talking about Monique's interview on Club Shay Shay. I knew this interview was bound to happen since the Cat Williams interview. It came as no surprise at all because Monique has always been vocal about the issues she has experienced in the industry. Let's get right into the gist. One thing that surprised me during this interview was how accomplished Monique is. She has received various accolades, including an Oscar Award, a Golden Globe Award, and NAACP Image Award, as well as nominations for Primetime Emmy Award and a Grammy Award. She's not just an actor, she's also a writer, author, and a stand-up comedian. Kudos to Shannon for highlighting all her accomplishments at the start of the interview before easing into the more controversial part. One thing I took from the interview was how self-aware Monique is. She has a strong character and she's well aware of this. She has always been outspoken from a young age, not caring about the consequence. She's such a believer in speaking the truth, no matter the consequence to herself or someone else. During this interview with Shannon, Monique spoke about the controversy she has had in the industry and all the people involved. For this video, I'm focusing on the top stars, or if you like, the A-listers, from Taraji to Oprah, Tyler Perry, and Kevin Hart. Starting with Taraji, Monique shared a conversation she had with Taraji a decade ago about the unfair pay structure in the industry. In case you've been living under a rock, let me explain. Black actresses especially have been speaking up for years about the unfair pay structure in Hollywood. They get less paid than their white counterparts or even the men in the industry. Taraji recently spoke about this and was even in tears when she revealed that she was tired of being overworked and underpaid. This video isn't about Taraji, so let me stop there. Back to Monique. Monique revealed she had a discussion about this with Taraji over a decade ago, and Taraji advised her to keep working until her turn comes, meaning endure and it will get better someday. That's my interpretation of that conversation. Unlike Taraji, Monique was bold enough to call out the people who were culpable in her books, and they include Oprah, Tyler Perry, and Lionsgate Production. Monique had so much to say about Oprah on Club Shay Shay, and I'll summarize it for you. Monique felt betrayed by Oprah. The story is, a long time ago, Oprah reached out to Monique and informed her about an interview with her brother, the same brother who had essayed her. That's Monique in the past. Monique was cool with the interview. However, when the interview was televised, Monique found out that her parents were also part of the interview, and Oprah withheld this information from her. Meanwhile, another TV host, Barbara Walter, who by the way was white, had turned down an interview with Monique's family. They had initially reached out to her. She turned down that interview, and she expected the same level of grace from Oprah, her black sister, but didn't get it. She also mentioned how Tyler Perry and Oprah tried to convince her to promote a film without getting paid for the promotion. She had fulfilled her contractual obligations. However, they wanted her to do much more than what she was contractually obligated to do, and they were not ready to pay for it. She outrightly turned them down, and that was where the controversy started from. A lot of black entertainers have been calling out Oprah and Tyler Perry for not fully supporting black entertainers. They act like they do in public, however, behind closed doors, they do not show the same level of support or stand by black entertainers. Let's move on to Monique's feud with Tyler Perry. She stated that Tyler Perry lied about her being difficult to work with, and this rumor cost her millions of dollars and her career. Monique is willing to forgive Tyler Perry if he owns up to spreading the rumor and apologize to her in public, which you and I know will never happen in this lifetime or another lifetime. Monique also mentioned another black entertainer, Kevin Hart. She has no beef with Kevin Hart. She revealed that he assisted her when she and her family were down. He wrote her a check which she paid back with interest. Her grievance with Kevin Hart is that he promised to partner with her to produce a talk show. However, he stood her up 2 weeks later and never reached out since then. That's a lot. That's a lot to deal with for one person. So I admire her strength. I admire her courage, seriously. I would love to hear from the other side. However, I believe everything Monica said. She was so detailed in everything she said, and from what I've heard and read, her story has remained consistent year after year. During Monique's conversation, she couldn't stop gushing about her husband. So let's talk about him for a minute. This woman is well loved. The way she speaks about her husband is admirable. It shows how loving her husband has been to her over the years. She's been married to this man for 19 years now. And one thing that really struck me was when she said she wished she could put her husband in a bottle and let all black women have a sip, so they'll know how it feels to be loved by a black man. I felt this deep within my soul when she said it. Her love story with her husband was the icing on the cake. They had been friends for a very long time before they started dating. I love a good best friend to spouse love story. It is bound to last. I truly hope Monique makes a comeback in the movie industry. I haven't seen any of her film in recent times. I think the world is ready for a big personality. We miss her talent in films. She has earned a new fan. I enjoyed every bit of the 3-hour-long interview and I encourage everyone else to watch it. This brings me to the end of the video. I would love to hear from you. Have you watched the interview? If you have, what are your thoughts? If you haven't, go watch it and then come back and comment your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Till next time.